soulmates, thanks for joining. I'm Jason Danino Holt and this is The Tube. Tonight we talk about the new Google Glass, the combination of Google and Legos, the latest with Scarlett Johansson and her Sodastream ad, take a deeper look at the new internet journalism, the social watch and more. But let's start with the partner in Michelle's crime, Mr. Barack Obama. Early in his State of the Union address, President Barack Obama described the United States as better positioned for the 21st century than any other nation on Earth. To prove their point, this State of the Union address was not just live streamed on YouTube, but also enhanced by explaining the entire speech with photos. The White House also made a big deal about this State of the Union address with promos, one of them now on screen, that tried to sell it as the best address since Lincoln, and definitely the coolest, pumping it through every social media available. And what did Obama had to actually say in this address? Well, he pushed his agenda on many subjects in a very confident speech and repeated his intention to reform the NSA surveillance programs. Yeah, okay, we'll believe it when we see it, Mr. Obama. Okay, it's not an easy time to be a journalist. The business is changing, the big news outlets are getting smaller, and there seems to be the feeling that the freedom of the occupation had, well, better days. But now, new journalistic ventures are trying to reinvent the business altogether. Vox, the media outlet responsible for The Verge, has announced of a new site with the Washington Post star Ezra Klein. Glenn Greenwald, who cracked the Snowden story, has joined former eBay boss Pierre Omidyar for a new $250 million adventure. Add to that the fact that Facebook has started to hire news editors for a new app, and that Yahoo has launched a new news app, as well as Huffington Post's new venture titled World Post, and you got yourself an emerging trend. Sumly, an app Yahoo bought a year ago to base their new take on journalism for the web age, might be one of the solutions journalism is looking for online. Take a peek.
So I created a company called Sumly. You tell it your interest and it shows you summarized content. But instead of just a headline, Sumly gives you 400 characters. That's more than a tweet, but less than a full article. It identifies key points that matter most and summarizes them for you in just a handful of sentences.
Get just the sentences that matter most.
You'll know at a glance if it's what you want. Just swipe down or pinch to read the full story. Double tap for a more detailed summary. Or maybe the short summary is all you need. Sumly's great at knowing what's relevant. Instead of a robotic, linear algorithm, Sumly uses a genetic algorithm to mimic how a human actually thinks, using organic metrics to extract the most critical components of...
Sumly thinks like you, not a robot.
Before you know it, you're learning more, you're learning faster, you're getting information that's more meaningful, more valuable, and you're staying smart.
Nick, are you suggesting that Sumly makes you smarter?
I'm not legally allowed to make such claims, no.
Wow, Nick, you're young, rich, and confident. With us to talk some future of free press in its own very new way, it's our media critic, Yaron Tenbrink.
Hey.
Hello. Okay, so everybody's talking for years now that journalism is dead or dying or very, very dead. What's happening?
Well, print is dying,
Okay.
and I think we are in the midst of a serious crisis around journalism, around the free press, journalism will never die because people need to know what's going on. They want to know what's going on.
What's the crisis?
The crisis is that all the business models that the news business had are collapsing. Print media is slowly dying. It's not making enough money. Broadcast media is also, finds itself in some seriously financial difficulties. And web media is not making enough money because advertising on the web is not making enough money. So nobody knows how to make money from news anymore.
Okay,
That's
and what
the
are the
crisis.
solutions we're starting to see?
We're starting to see professional journalists and also big money people trying to think how we can perhaps take the advantages of new technologies to create a new kind of journalism for a new age. And among those features is something like Sumly that we saw, like that it has a very smart algorithm that condenses the news for you to have like easy access, but you can also expand it. You can follow a story. You can actually start treating the news like it's a social feed. I think we're going to see much more stuff like this going on. That you actually you go and follow a story as it develops. Because the problem media has today is that it kind of sees stories in a very old-fashioned way. Story has a beginning, middle, and an ending, and that's it. But reality doesn't behave that way. Stories are revolving and evolving and continue to develop constantly. And basically what me as a person who follows the news wants to know is what happened before, what's the context of this story, how is it developing, and as long as it develops, I want to keep following it, but I want to also decide how I follow it. Do I follow it really deeply? Do I only get headlines? Do I get blog posts? That's the challenge news people have today.
So you're telling me that the fact that news are now going to be on the internet might change the way news are written and thought about?
Yeah, they should. The main problem that we have today is that old media went to new media and basically copied what it did. Okay, we have a story. This is the story. You can comment. That's it. What we need is something that is more organic to the technology that we're using, and we need to harness the power of technology to bring in video, to bring in social media, to bring in more angles to the same story, and help you as a reader, as someone who follows the news, who wants to follow the news, get your story right.
It seems so basic. I mean, how come it's never been done before? We had great papers that did an amazing job. How come the transformation to the web didn't happen properly?
It's because nobody knew what exactly to do, and those great newspapers like the New York Times or the Guardian, they kind of decided they're going to do the same. They're just going to copy what they do from the offline world to the online world, and that never works, because when you have a new technology, you have new platforms, and you have to adjust to those platforms and use them in a smart way. And what we saw until now, and that's going to change real soon, is that they just do the same thing over and over again, which is, of course, completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that the web our days needs to bring back the respect for the journalist himself, because nowadays everybody writes, everybody has the power to be a journalist, and the stamp that you are someone with a profession that knows what he does.
That's definitely one of the ways it's going to go. Both the Vox Media initiative and the Piero Mediar initiative, together with Glenn Greenwald, they want to do more serious journalism with fact-checking, which never happens anymore, with deep research, which never happens anymore, with investigative reporting, with stories that actually make a change and are old-school journalism, but just using new tools.
Well, I'll be the first consumer worldwide and in Israel
and
when
I'll
that will
be
happen.
The second one.
Okay, thank you very much, Elon.
Thank you.
Okay, 2 days ago, we might have mentioned that Scarlett Johansson has started to represent Sodastream, the Israeli soda maker. Well, back then, long time ago, we told you about how Palestinian supporters are angry at her for supporting a company that owns a factory in the occupied territories. But now they did something right by doing something wrong. Sodastream and Johansson have made a cute TV ad to run at the Super Bowl. The ad was rejected by Fox, who airs the big game, and Sodastream earned extra points by uploading the ad online, making it obviously an instant viral hit. Why were they banned, you ask? Oh, for directly mentioning their rivals Pepsi and Coke. So simple. Here's the ad.
Like most actors, my real job is saving the world. Start with plain water, add bubbles, mix in the perfect flavor. Look, a soda that's better for you and all of us. Less sugar, less bottles. If only I could make this message go viral.
You doing it, Scarlett. Yeah, you doing it. Changing the world, one sip at a time.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh yeah, she done it. Sodastream.
Yeah, sexy lady. Banned commercials. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Google Glass. Google Glass might be the future, but until now, it was a kind of ugly future. Those days are gone. Google instructed new stylish frames that can go with Google Glass. Google's frames have a techie chic aesthetic and are made of titanium with 4 different styles of varying thickness and shape and 8 different colors. They should also work for most prescription except perhaps for people who need especially thick lenses. This looks like the first move towards a commercial release of Google Glass, available only to a select list of developers, celebs, and Uber geeks up until now. People using the Glass Explorer program can add the new and stylish frames by dropping another $225 on their already $1,500 device. Shiny! Remember that depressing animated Chipotle commercial starring a scarecrow scored by Fiona Apple? Well, it's been a few months since, and now it has more than 11 million views already. So Chipotle is moving for the next thing, making an entire new comedy series. On February 17th, the restaurant chain debuted the first of 4 episodes of Framed and Dangerous, an original sitcom Farmed and Dangerous, an original sitcom about the industrial agriculture business. It will air on Hulu, that is now becoming the home of this new kind of shows that are basically just one big commercial. It stars Ray Wise, Twin Peaks maniacal Leland Palmer, as an employee of the Industrial Food Image Bureau, investigating a shadowy company called Animoil and the mysterious case of an exploding cow. Take a look.
Why am I here? This is the biggest improvement in agriculture since synthetic growth hormones.
What is?
Petropellet is a game changer.
Petropellet? You're feeding cattle petroleum? Nobody wants oil in the food chain.
Well, sure they do. There's peanut oil, olive oil.
Side effects?
Do they know what caused the cattle to explode?
If it wasn't jihad, I would put my money on the petroleum. Let's not overthink it, all right? They pay us to fix their image, not their cattle.
You're supposed to make sure this thing doesn't get out.
Google Animoil cow explosion video.
Why are my cows exploding all over the internet?
Who did you say was promoting that video?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on watching that one. Sorry, Hulu. Okay, now the social watch. Yay! You love BuzzFeed? Feel like the popular viral website speaks your own personal secret language? Well, BuzzFeed finally decided to share their secrets, and now they show you how they make the site that you love so much. It's a parody, unfortunately, but it's so true.
Hi there, I'm Ben Smith, editor-in-chief of BuzzFeed. It's my job—
Hey Ben, can you sign off on 31 Cats photobombing Beyonce?
Or was I? It's my job here at BuzzFeed to ensure quality content.
21 pictures of Jennifer Lawrence guaranteed to give you a boner. Thanks.
Already has. Here at BuzzFeed, it's not just about page views. It's about making
Top 19 fruits that look like Benedict Cumberbatch.
15 haikus that will make you question everything.
It's about making—
Top 8 planets in the solar system.
It's about making a difference.
Top 20 places to titty your girlfriend.
A dozen jumbo eggs.
Top 22 reasons Kanye West is a peacock.
What?
10 pictures of hot dogs that are just too big.
Yes, it's fine. Yes, fine.
18 greatest penises.
43 things that were better in the 90s.
Birthmarks that look like R. Kelly.
28 drunk babies that everybody loves.
28 burritos you should be eating right now. Everyone shut the f*** up! 33 clowns that I've seen! No, guys.
So, is Kanye West a peacock? BuzzFeed, I want the answer. Okay, did you know that sometimes celebrities are just like us? And I mean filming themselves dancing to pop music like us. So here's Vin Diesel. Yes, that's Vin Diesel. That Vin Diesel. Okay, dancing like nobody's watching him, but his 63 million followers on his Facebook page, where they uploaded the video, well, did watch him. Take a look.
Drunk in love. We be all night. Last thing I remember is our beautiful
No comment. Okay, we have no idea what to say about this next video of a 2-year-old Australian baby, perhaps. Wow, yeah, that should sum it up.
Yeah, boy!
Could this be the most amazing skateboarder ever, as a 2-year-old from Australia shows off his skills? The incredible footage shows Carly Stone Kelly skating down streets and hopping over curbs on his board.
I'm never gonna be a father. And that's it. The Earth is closer to its end. Madonna is a day older, but so are we. Haters hate, lovers love, but we have a Twitter and a Tumblr account. Rhyme, I'm the new Buster Rhymes. It's the Tube24, and always remember, you made at least one person happy when you popped out of her. Be good.